My family is crazy. While some people think their family is crazy because they have traditions or habits that may differ from other families, my family is crazy. Some may even say they are clinically insane. While there's no question on whether I love my family or not, it does not change the fact that my family is crazy. I'm not trying to say that my family is crazier than all other families, because they're not, but I would argue they're in the running. For my family, crazy is just a matter of degrees. It ranges from a cousin who is afraid of a leprechaun to a really crazy cat lady. First off is my cousin. Now, before my family seems too crazy, my little cousin is only 10 and was 8 when this happened. Anyway, my little cousin loves celebrations and holidays. The holidays are her favorite part of the year, and she doesn't care what holiday it is. She still believes in Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny, and she loves every holiday creature there is. At least that's what her parents thought. So, when St. Patrick's Day came around, her parents thought it was a good idea to create a fictional leprechaun named Patty. I have no idea why a leprechaun would be so terrifying to my cousin, but Patty terrifies her. She started having nightmares about Patty that year. My cousin thought that Patty the leprechaun was out to get her, but I have no idea why she thought that, because no part of the leprechaun was supposed to be scary. Her fears of Patty continued a long time after St. Patrick's Day. Now that she is 10, her fears of Patty have faded, but she is still sometimes afraid of inanimate objects. My grandma is the stereotypical crazy cat lady. She has lived by herself for years, except for the fact that she has cats. She always really loved her cats because she lived with them. However, while the story seems sweet now, it gets crazy. One of my grandma's cats died during one winter. Because it was a really long winter, she was not able to bury her cat for a while because the ground was frozen. This cat meant a lot to my grandma, so it would make sense that she would want to bury it. Accordingly, she kept her cat in the outside freezer that she was not using anyway. However, what started out as a temporary solution to the cold became the home for the dead cat for 3 years. Having a cat in the freezer for 3 years is clearly not normal behavior. The funny thing was I didn't even know the cat was in the freezer until I asked my dad if I could get a drink from it. My dad simply replied, "No, because there's a dead cat in there." This terrified me, because I was only around 10 at the time, and to hear that your grandma keeps dead cats in her freezer does not reassure that your family is not crazy. Another crazy person is my great-grandma. My great-grandma is not the kind of crazy that scares you, but instead is just a little strange. My great-grandma is one of the nicest people that you could ever meet. I told her good morning once, and she replied, It is a good morning." However, she is still crazy because she believes I'm psychic. That's right, she actually believes that I am psychic. Every morning when she would wake up, she would tell a picture of my brothers and me, "Good morning." Once, when I was talking with my great-grandma on the phone, she asked me if I had heard her every morning. I didn't exactly hear what she asked, so I replied with, "Uh-huh." My great-grandma is extremely religious, and she believed that I had a God-given gift of telepathy. Later that month, I get a package in the mail. Inside the package, I see a book called Religious Psychics. I was very confused as to why this was sent to me. Then, I saw that it had a note attached to the book saying something along the lines of, "I hope this book will allow you to master your abilities. Love, Grandmother K." I thought this was extraordinarily odd, because obviously I had never had anyone think I was psychic before. She still believes that I have psychic abilities, and sometimes she talks to my picture at her house. She's not as crazy as some of my other family members because she thinks I am psychic because of religious beliefs. My family continues to be crazy in some way nearly every day. I love my family, but sometimes their crazy is just too much to handle. However, sometimes having my family be crazy is the best part about them. I believe that if my family were not so crazy, that they would not be as interesting to be around all the time. Being with them makes everything feel like an adventure, because there's no telling what they are going to say or do sometimes. My great-grandma is extremely kind, and she is also really religious. If she was not so religious, I am not sure that she would be as kind or not. Families are all crazy, whether we choose to admit it or not, so I choose to embrace it.